to keep it going. Because as you know, the Cockney loves to walk about. He likes to walk about. He likes to look about. Let's have a little look about here. Yo.
Good evening, Arola Moljani.
Well, that bloke, you know, the Indian bloke, Patrick, he's never worked in Australia. He's got come every holiday, full woman all the time, goes to the drink club, all of the taxpayers get fed. He's an idiot, you know, no wonder people don't like him, because how can you like somebody if you can't respect them?
We're using the new gimbal. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh, one down.
Chuffed to bits. It's a lovely little cute powder pink gimbal. On the community tab on my channel you have seen a couple of pictures of it and an unboxing video of it as well, which I posted earlier today. So I thought we'd do an angle that's never been done before, and that's from the terrace, I guess you could call it. Of Subway.
First job comes dollars in 66 or something.
Yeah, we needed it, right? We need to get these live streams going again. We were doing 21 a week, so we're going to start that again as of tonight. So we may turn this into a bit of an educational stream initially and have an open discussion. Why not? I hope you are all well. Inside of Subway here, it's absolutely freezing. I don't know how the ladies can stand it. I couldn't stand it. I had to stand under the aircon so it blew over the top of me. It's that cold. They might be extra hot because they're near the ovens, right? Because they bake their own bread. This gimbal doesn't work in the same way, but it reports to be lasting 8 hours or 14 hours in standby. I don't see the point in having it on standby. when you're live streaming anyway. Just switch it off if you're not using it. We've got 3 chargers. We're down to 57% on the first charger. We got a new lead. Yeah, Dino, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, thanks for asking. Cheers in my car, thank you. Welcome to you both as well. That's correct, Margiani. I just need to get the laptop fixed. Yeah, I covered the amounts, didn't I, yesterday? Apple want 42,000. Yesterday's man wanted 29,000, or the day before. And the original shop, where they've spent 2 weeks trying to repair it, and have invested a lot of time and expense in putting 2 chips already, gave me my money back because they couldn't fix it. They said they need to replace the logic board, and that will be 16,000 baht. So they're the cheapest. So I'm gonna put good vibrations out into the universe, and that money will appear at some point, I'm sure. And not to be influenced by others, but only think about themselves all the time. Everything will be in order once that computer, oh my god, I've got to try and do more with the tablet PC that I got the other week. I've downloaded now 2 pieces of editing software. One just wanted to upsell me loads of things before I could really use it properly, so I thought sod that. Now I'm on a second piece of software. I think it's called Viva. I don't know, it's all quite new because it's Android. I've never done any editing before on an Android device. She's a lovely lady. She surprisingly speaks more English than I thought. She looks a little bit like Korean or Myanmar. The spaghetti lady TikTok is no more. She's gone home apparently, according to Osberger's lady. So I don't think we're going to be seeing TikTok in a while. I surprised myself. I went into Subway with no intention of having a Subway sandwich, and I didn't, because I realised that they actually do wraps and salads. And I had a lovely wrap, actually. I was pleasantly surprised. A tuna wrap, fully loaded. Extra jalapenos. Spicy sauce. Yeah, we must get the laptop fixed. There's no point in, I've considered it several times, getting a Windows laptop and then the threat of viruses and the bloody updates it forces upon you, etc. I've never had any problems at all with the Apple until now, after 5 years of having it. 5 or 6 years. And then you know, when you're changing the logic board out, replacing the logic board, you've essentially got a new computer again. Okay, it might be a second-hand logic board, but it's still going to be i7, 16GB RAM, and I've got access then to the software I've already purchased. So I gain the continued use of a piece of software that was $200. Pounds actually, pounds. I was thinking of going down to, I've messaged her earlier, going down to 6-string bar. I've got to pop into Princess Bar and apologise because I said I was going to come in last night and I didn't. I've spoken to Daniel Kelly. He's busy this weekend and it's his birthday on Monday apparently. So when he next comes back in the chat we'll have to wish him happy birthday for Monday. But he's busy this weekend so he may not even come on the chat tonight. And so we're going to go to Princess Bar. We've got a busy week next week. I'm going to John Tien Monday. I've got a visit with Brian Jacks to organise for next week for sure. Now we've got the Gimbal. And we've also got the Princess Bar. So there's 3 things already planned, along with the other live streams that we do in between. I've had ASOS, I've had Asus, I've had Acer. I've had, oh my god, I don't know, I've got about 4 laptops around the world that needing repair. Oh, I've had a Sony as well. That was a nice aluminium Sony laptop. Quite a small one, I think it was only about 15-inch. No, maybe only 14.5 inch. Yeah, I enjoyed my Asus, I enjoyed my Acer. Thought it was heavy, it was like 5 kilos because it had separate graphics card in it and, you know, DVD rewriter built in and all these other fandangle things that you don't find so much now. Oh, that was a 17-inch. The main thing I did that on that laptop was just bloody surfing the web and making presentations on it, spreadsheets. Why was Maljani? Why was your Asus the best laptop you've ever had? What did you like about it most? Yeah, no, I'm not taking a look at buying. Maybe I've even had a Lenovo in the past as well. I've had a few Windows laptops. Lenovo rings a bell for sure. But I'm not looking to buy a new laptop. I'm looking to repair the one I have. I can buy like reconditioned. The guy actually in the last shop showed me a 20,000, just under 20,000, but like a very rare spec of an Apple Mac. I think it's the 2011 model, and he reconfigured the spec of it. Like, it's got 10 gig of RAM. That's unusual for a start. He said something about the graphics card in it or something. I don't know. I took a picture of it, but it was too blurry of the spec. Because that's like 4,000 baht more than fixing mine. So I was even thinking, well, do I stretch and try and get money together to buy that, which is guaranteed as well, and then later repair mine and then sell it, or just have it as a backup? I don't know. Who knows? I might win the lotto. I did this week just gone. It's a funny old number. It was like, the number that won was 9999997. And mine was, I don't know, 123652943. I always get the one with 23 on the end, and I know 23 won the lotto 6 times last year, different amounts, but it won 6 times last year, but ending in 23. Well, I still think the view is better from over here, so maybe we should pop over there. Too impressed with this view. Maybe it's because it's just new and it feels weird. So our usual ladies to entertain us here is TikTok and Lucky, where we haven't seen Lucky for a while. Last time I actually did see her was she had a shawl over her head and she was rough sleeping down the side of Family Mart, so maybe she hasn't got an apartment anymore, or she couldn't be asked to go back to Naklua because that's where she said she's got a room. Maybe I've spoken too soon. I've just seen somebody go in 7-Eleven over there that looks like the same hair. She had very brown hair and long. She's funny. She's good on camera. I don't know, maybe somebody upset her. But she wasn't talking to me anymore. So, it's weird. Yeah, very user friendly. ASUS. A good mouse pad, a good feeling keyboard, a good spec, and fast. It needs to be fast. It's the amount, you know, what I liked about the Apple Mac, I can open the lid and I could be working in less than half a second. It's instant on, because I just close the lid standby. I'm not going into standby in Windows or closing down Windows and waiting for it to start up. Oh. The reason I switched to Apple Mac, because my business partners in the past, I was in a meeting with them, they were waiting on me to go over what I had. I opened up my laptop, Windows at the time, and bloody hell, it forced a 2-hour update on me. It's so embarrassing, so I couldn't do, and I travelled like 2.5 hours to get to this meeting, and then I couldn't present what I had. I was pissed. And they're sitting there with their Macs, mini Macs and iPads. I was pissed off. So I vowed to get one from that point forward. And you know, if I wanted to use Windows products, I can just use the emulator on the Mac and run Windows. That weren't a problem. Hey London Chinese Cabby, welcome. Doing angles in the chat. Oh, you are? So have you already chosen it? I recommend the latest Apple Mac. You don't need the i9 though. It depends on what it is you're using for. I'll tell you what. The Apple shop saved me about £500 because I wanted the top one that was, you know, it would have been over-spec'd for my needs. I thought I needed the top of the range one. I thought i7 with 16 gig of RAM and blah blah. I just told them, they essentially interview you as to what you're looking to do with your laptop, Apple Mac, and then they are best then suited to recommend the right spec. So I'd highly recommend that. It's very good service. Yeah, if you get a Mac, I think you won't look back. You could always go back to Windows, but if you know, they're not cheap, of course. I went in willing to pay £2,500 for one, and I came out with spending, I think, just short of 1,800, and they gave me Apple TV box as well for free. I think they knocked £100 off as well. Always negotiating. I think it's the latest one over here in Tukkom and in the Apple shop. I keep forgetting, it's either 74 or 79,000 baht. Same price as a Yamaha Aerox 155 on the road. Yeah, I can't be doing with it. Computers are supposed to save you time, and if I can find a computer that does that, I'm having it. Simple as that. Because if you add up all those hours of waiting for a slow PC to do something like startup or update, then I'm sorry, I'm not having any of it. My time is more valuable. Yeah, so yeah, go along to an Apple shop and then have a look at, be sure of what you need it for first before you go in. If you're going to do editing videos and you want something powerful, a piece of software like Final Cut Pro on it, then get a similar spec one to what I have, right?